so let's factor this. Let's do a nice easier one. X squared plus 10x plus 24. This is Brooke's favorite thing in the world. So two things that multiply to make that, and two things that multiply to make this, and they add to make this. Don't put the answer in chat right now. You can type it in, but do not press enter. Okay? So type in your answer and press enter when I tell you to. Don't press enter right now. Where'd my water go? All right, let's press enter in 3, 2, 1, go. Press enter. There should be a whole pile of answers coming in. Anytime now. That's okay. Good. You're watching that Arctic show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
That's what we have to do. We have to watch.
Perfect. So x and x go here. X times x makes x squared. And then 6 times 4. Those add up. 6x, 4x equals 10x. Perfect. Okay, let's do one more. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Same thing as before, don't write in your answer. You write your answer in, but don't press enter. It's blue. So this is going from from standard to factored form. We're just factoring it, which we've done lots of. You guys are really good at. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Press enter. Let's see my answers. Sam says 3 and 4. Brooke, yes. 3 and 4. Perfect. So x and x. And 3 and 4, and they're going to be adding. Perfect. Emma, I realize you just slipped a little bit. Shoot, where'd my pencil go? Let me do one more. Let's do. I'm making one up right now as we talk. 3 plus 5x. Try this one. Uh, 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. Same thing as before. These two multiply to make that. These two multiply to make that. So put it in your chat, but don't press enter. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and press enter. What do we have? 3 plus 2, x plus 1. That is correct. 3x and x, make this. And then 2 times 1. Oh, Sam, we forgot the 2. 2 and 1. And we can check it with that equals 2x, that equals 3x, and those add up to make 5x. Brooke, how did we do on that one? Were we close? Were we off in space? Where'd you get it? Not good? Okay. In space? All right. You and I'll set up a video later, remind me. I'll go over a bunch, okay, that people who are struggling can go practice. So what you guys did there was this one right here, right? So we went from standard to factored. Now let's go from vertex to factored, okay? So if we go to our cheat sheet, now let's say we want factored, okay, we want factored, and we just had standard, right? We just had standard, said factored. So if we wanted factored and we have vertex, what we need to do is we need to convert the standard form, then factor, okay? So let's do that. Let's get one that is, where am I going? Let me give you this one. X plus 4 squared minus 1. Okay. So our steps are, we're going to standard first. Then from there, we're going to factor. So I will give you a little bit of time to get ahead, because I know Brooke wasn't here at the very beginning. So we'll step through this. Brooke and I will work through this together. Okay. So I'll give you a minute to get ahead.
Dad, when is my next meeting starting?
I'm not sure. Give me a second, I'll look.
Oh, and Dad, are you gonna make me another snack?
Maybe in a couple minutes. Go get an apple or something. Okay, Brooke. So first thing we have to do, put a D in chat if you finish the whole question. If you've got the standard and then you factor it. First thing we do here, Brooke, is we make, oh, Emma, you're so friggin' quick. Hey, slow down. All right, so what x plus 4 means is x plus 4 times x plus 4. Does that make sense? Okay, now let's FOIL. So first, x squared plus 4x plus 4x plus 16. Now the brackets are gone, so we have this minus 1 just hanging out by itself right there. Does that make sense, what I just did? Okay, that equals that. All right, now I collect my like terms. So I can put these two together, I'm going to put these two together. 16 came from 4 times 4. Okay. So now we went from Vertex, and now we have standard form there. So we multiplied through, we FOILed it out, we collected our like terms, and we're here now. Now we factor it. Brooke, can you tell me the numbers that go in there? Three and 5, perfect. XX and 3 and 5. And you went from Vertex to standard to factored form. Okay, let's do that again. Did you get all of it right? Part of it right? None of it right? How we do in chat there for this? Jack, you're not holding to my system. There is no good here. Okay. So I'm going to give you another question now. Now it's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to put a number in front. So let's give it to you in blue here. That's my question. Two bracket x plus 2 squared minus 2. Yeah. So the first part's exactly what we did earlier today, and then you're going to factor from there. Okay. So Brooke, if we're doing this, we're to expand this part out. And then tell me when you get to the next line. Okay, Brooke? Tell me when you're at this line. Okay? Put a D in chat, Brooke, when you're at that line. Which line are you talking about, Jack? It's not plus 2. The very end? No. So you should have something like this. And then you combine these two to make this. Okay. Now, Brooke, multiply this 2 in. Tell me when you're done that. Okay? Okay. No, the brackets disappear when you multiply in, Brooke. All right, so it should look like this now. 2x squared plus 8x plus 8. Correct? Then let's combine these two terms. Put these two together, which will give us 2x squared plus 8x plus 6. Then I want you to factor that. So two numbers that multiply to make this and this, and two numbers that multiply to make this. And we have to double check them. So everybody else, if you're all done, put a D in chat. Good. And Brooke, if you think you have it, tell me. You don't have to tell me the answer, but I think. So your answer should be, well, the only thing that multiplies to get 2x is 2x and x, correct? Then this one here is going to be 6 and 1. And these multiply together to make 6x. Oops, 6x. These multiply to make 2x, which adds together to make 8x. Were you right, Brooke, or wrong? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay. Did you have the blue part right? Did you have those two right? No, 2 and 3 won't work because I think we need to check it, right? If I were to put a 2 and a 3 in here, this would equal 2x. Oh, I guess 2 and 3, do they work? 2x, 6x. Yeah, that works too. There's something wrong with it though for some reason. I'll have to come back to that. Oh no, they work. Yep. Yeah, they work. Because if I were to find my zeros here, yeah, so either of those two work. It's a weird one that could be any one of those two. So it could be that or that. Because the cool thing happens if what's my zero of this one? Well, x plus 1 equals 0. Move that over. My 0 is -1. On this one, 2x plus 6 equals 0. 2x equals -6. Divide by 2, x equals -3. So my zeros here are -3 and -1. Well, this one, 2x plus 2 equals 0. Move that over. 2x equals -2. Divide by 2, x equals -1. And so both would be correct. Brooke, did you have 2 and 3? So we just completed this one here, right? You can go turn it off, Kaylee. So we have this one here and this one here to do. Okay. 1 second. Kaylee, walk into the kitchen and tell it to stop. All right. So, how do we feel about that? Do we feel okay with that? Or do we want, let's do a practice question. Let's do one more practice question. Go to your homework. I'll pull up one from your homework. What did we do? We went from, let's try this one here. Okay. So I want you to take this one.
Am I to have the rest of these?
Yeah, that's fine. I want you to take this one here to factored form. Okay. Now, if you were smart, oh, son of a gun. If you were smart, take your answer from this one, right? Take your answer and just factor it. Well, that's no fun. Should I find another question for you then? Since that wasn't fun. That's pretty quick, Logan. Let me find one more question because that's super easy. That's the wrong class. Well, here's my question. Who feels like they need another question done? Does anyone feel they want one more practice? Put a P in chat if you want one more practice one. Does anyone feel they need more practice? Because all you're doing is you're taking this to standard form, which you've done already, and then factoring it. Okay. Well then, let's do the very last thing. And this is a skill we've done earlier, but we haven't touched on in a while. That is going from we want vertex form. Okay. And we want, if we have standard or factored, we need to complete the square. Okay. So we did this skill before Christmas. We did this, if you guys remember. And I sent you the cheat sheet on this yesterday. Let's see if I can pull up my cheat sheet. Let me find my cheat sheet. Who does all their assignments? It'll be good to do it. Oops. No, it'll be good. You guys, this will give you a second chance to get more marks on it. Where is? Where's my email? I sent it to you guys yesterday. Okay. So completing the square. I sent this to you yesterday, and this is what we did prior to Christmas. Now, Emma, your work was good. So this is where we're going from standard form to vertex form. Does anyone have any recollection? What's the word I'm looking for? Recollection of this? Do you guys remember this at all? Recollection. There it is. Thank you, Michael. Recollection. All right. So in your email I sent you this how to complete the square, the steps to it. Okay. No, Emma, stop that. So today you guys have done tons. Oh, why did I open that? You guys have done tons today. This is where Emma says, since we've done lots, why do we need to keep going? Right? But if we can finish off this last one section today, you guys will be 100% where I need you to be. Okay? And really impressed about where you are. So let's do one. I'll keep it easy for today. And you have this step-by-step guide. So there's nothing to worry about along those lines. Standard of the vertex. Let's grab this one. What are you eating now? Is it still good? Yeah, I guess so. Probably not that good, but. It's not hard. Trust me. Amelia, I see that you're giving thumbs up, and Pateo. One last thing. So let me get out. Do this. Let's do this. Flip these bad boys. Or bad girls, I guess you could say. All right. Is that too small that you can't read it, or are we good? That's fine. It's going to take 2 minutes to do. It'll make tomorrow's life easier, Emma. Okay? And it's not that bad at all. So if we take a look at our chart here. Yeah, that's no problem. And you'll have this set, whether you print it out or whether I emailed this to you, Logan, yesterday. So if you go in your email, the steps, completing the square steps, so you can walk yourself through it as like on a test or something like that. You have this available for you to use. Okay. So if there's no A value, you have some of those. You need to stop eating. Okay.
Sorry, that wasn't tasting good.
No, it wasn't tasting good. Okay, so if there's no number in front of here, oh, you're kidding me. I can't touch that. There we go. If there's no number in front of here, then we do the top part. If there was a number in front of there, like a 4, we do the bottom. Okay? So first things first. Divide the B value by 2 and square it. So we get this. This is our B value. Remember, it's AX squared plus BX plus C. So we take this number, 6, and divide it by 2, which equals 3. And then we square that number, which equals 9. So add and subtract the number from step 1 into your equation here. So we go x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus 9 plus 8. So we put it in the middle there between these guys. Put an S in chat if you want me to stop and answer a little question here. Okay. So then I'm going to put brackets around my first 3 terms. Yes, I will. Once I'm done teaching this skill. I think it's 11:30 is your meeting, Kaylee, in all honesty. We put brackets around our first 3 terms, here and here. We combine our outside terms. Where do you get the 2 from? What 2? Where do you get the 2 from? What 2, Emma? Oh, 6 divided by 2? That's just a step. You take the B value and you divide it by 2. If we remember back, this is a step to make this 9. Okay. Back before Christmas, you guys, I could ask you this question before Christmas. X squared plus 10x plus blank. What number would I put in there to be a perfect square? And you guys figured out that this was 25. You guys could all just tell me that number. But how you can get that number if you just can't think of it, and we're in the can't think of it part right now, is we take this number, divide it by 2, which gives us 5, And then we square that 5, and that gives us 25. Right? Before Christmas, we could be like, oh, okay, what's that number? And you guys were all on the ball. Boom, boom, boom. We're able to get it. Honestly, like one of my very best class ever was the Monday when like half the class was gone. And the half that was there, not that was a judgment on who wasn't there, but it was like the perfect size class and the perfect learning style that day. And you guys got that super quick. That's just how you get that. So it's just a step. Divide the b value by 2. Now we're going to put these two together. X squared plus 6x plus 9. Put those together, I get a minus 1. Okay, and then I factor the inside terms. In this case, I would factor Haley, did you honestly fall asleep? Have you been asleep since first break? I told you to get out of your bed. All right. So that's how we go from here all the way through to the end. Okay. And they're all just laid out in these steps right here. So I think that's enough for our brain today. So I'm going to assign you the questions I want you to end with. Okay. Let's go back to Abby. I apologize I did this homework sheet wrong. So right now, right now you have this one done already. You've done standard form here, you did standard form here. You've done standard form here, you've done standard form here. Unless you fell asleep, that's what you have done. What I want you to do, what you can do now, this one here, you could take this factored and you could do vertex form on that. Okay. This one here you have in standard, so you could take it the vertex. I mean the factored. This one here, I just want you to factor. This one here, you could take it down from standard to factored, and that's it. Does that flow chart kind of make sense? I guess you have 5 questions to do to complete right now. So you can do the whole first question. You could finish off question 2. You could finish off question 5, and you could do part of question 4. Haley, you'll have to go back and watch the video for this.